Imagine calling BTS a flop when you're sitting on your couch doing nothing all day.
hoerangae.
Today I ran out of video ideas, so I ran to Reddit, which is something I never use, and I looked for unpopular K-pop opinions, and boy did I find some. So today I will be responding to some of them. Before we start, remember that these are just opinions that I found. Whether or not you agree with them is up to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment below as we go.
hoerangae.
Starting off hot, we have Blackpink promotions would be better in South Korea than in the US if done right. I honestly agree with this one, and it seems like a lot of people would too. Blackpink's promotion periods with every comeback they've had have been getting shorter and shorter, with Born Pink only having a performance on Jimmy Kimmel and then one on the VMAs in the US. Of course, for Born Pink, they were slapped with a world tour right away, but we've seen many groups going on interviews or other shows in the US while they're on tour or just promoting in the US. Now, I wouldn't say that you have to promote in the US to become successful, but it is definitely good to gain more of an audience. And that being said, I feel like Blackpink as a whole hasn't been getting any promotions in general, even in South Korea. Like the original poster said, they used to go on many variety shows in South Korea, but as their promotions become more and more sparse, I think their promotion as a whole is really starting to lack. And obviously this isn't the girls' fault, it's not like they're the one who's planning all the schedules, but I believe that YG's main focus for them right now is just to attend fashion shows and photo shoots. But to sum it up, I really believe that Blackpink really deserve much more promotions in general, in every single aspect.
hoerangae.
Next opinion regards New Jeans' debut song / mini album. Now I won't lie, New Jeans didn't really catch my eardrums on the first listen. I personally didn't really enjoy Attention or Cookie when they first came out, but they definitely grew on me and I wouldn't skip them right now if they came on. Hype Boy though has always been a freaking bop and I will still listen to that song every day. But I believe the hype overall for them came, especially since they're a new girl group, they're a fresh new concept. I think their Y2K concept is doing them well, especially with the music video visuals and overall concept photos. I feel like they fit the theme very well, especially their styling as well. I feel like it takes it back, I was not born during that time, so I wouldn't know. But overall music though is quite enjoyable, and I would have to disagree with this opinion because I'm a part of the hype. I'm a hype boy. Oh my god, I'm not including that.
hoerangae.
Up next, we have K-pop fans are the reason why K-pop groups don't sing live anymore. I could not agree more. As 4th gen is progressing more and more, K-pop has really become more of a dance base than a performance overall base, Like the original poster stated, since fans and people in general like to criticize any tiny little mistake idols make when they sing live, they probably become so hurt by it and they are probably scared to sing live now. And companies usually do everything that they can to protect their artist's image. Personally, I love it when they sing live because I can feel their energy and I like to hear the effort that they put when they're singing or rapping, like the real struggle. That sounds bad, but you know what I mean. When it's a blank and just plain old backtrack, the performance can feel less personal and very bland. Obviously, not every idol is going to sound like Ariana Grande while flipping around on stage, but that should be understood. I feel like the public just needs to be a little easier and expect a realer experience than something that is 100% perfect all the time.
hoerangae.
Next opinion is probably the one that is the most controversial in this video, and it is about IVE and their simpler choreography. In my opinion, I believe that a choreography doesn't have to be super extravagant for it to be a great performance. But I will say that in the dance department, I fall a little short compared to the other groups. We have LE SSERAFIM, who debuted around the same time as them, who have great formations and a super unique choreography. They have a mix of both simple hand gestures to them literally breaking their knees on the ground. We also have choreography like New Jeans where the overall vibe fits super well with the song and there's a smoothness to everything included. Now I love Afterlife as a song, it's probably one of my favorite releases this year, but the choreography really falls short in my opinion. For 11 and Love Dive, the intro was absolutely amazing, but for Afterlife, it was quite underwhelming. I feel like especially in the rap verses and the chorus, they could have done a lot more than just a little hand twirl and a little step to the side, I feel like they could have really amped it, especially with that sample in the background as well. But unlike the original poster said, I will disagree that their simpler choreography is because of certain members. But at the end of the day, IVE are absolutely killing it right now, so I don't see a reason why they would need to change anything dance-wise if they're already so successful.
hoerangae.
Now, I fully agree that 2022 was a great year for K-pop. It's not the best year, but it's definitely an amazing year filled with great releases. I understand why people would miss the older comebacks because of the nostalgia or because times are changing so everybody's just going with it. But speaking of this year, there were definitely some really great releases. I plan on making a full-blown video of my top songs that came out this year, but I can already tell you that I envy you. World, Pink Venom, I know. Afterlife, Fearless, and many more will for sure be on that list.
hoerangae,
Moving swiftly along, next opinion is that 17 has too many members. I can definitely understand why you would think 13 members is overwhelming, but now that I've learned every single member's name and consider myself a carrot, I haven't really noticed it. And in my opinion, it gives them better stages, more diverse vocals, rap, and dance opportunities as well. Their formations on stage are incredible, and my favorite has to be Fallen Flower because they created a huge blooming flower petal. Also, 13 members means 13 people who all have different interests and personalities, and we get to see them all interact with each other. Especially with their series going 17, it really shows their strength in numbers and the opportunities that they get because of how many members they have. So really the only issue I see with having a lot of members is that it might take you a little longer to learn everybody's name.
hoerangae,
Okay, I know this is the second Blackpink one in this video, but as a blank, I'm gonna give myself a pass for this. It's not really a jab at Blackpink, it's more at YG. And it's that their music videos are getting quite repetitive. If you notice, we usually have Rosie in a car, every girl has their own scene, and then 2 or 3 dance scenes. Pink Venom was a great song, but the music video for it was definitely my least favorite video. Zero cohesion in the video. We had Jisoo looking like an evil queen, then Lisa and Jennie on the streets, Rosie in some water, and then some weird magical forest at the end. Not to mention the weird brown rustic outfits. Maybe I'm not seeing the full picture, but what the hell was in that music video? For how you liked that, we got the 4 elements and it made so much more sense. And as for the editing, Blackpink editors definitely fell asleep because there's no excuse for how boring the editing has gotten. If we look at other companies like JYP, it is top notch, like cool transitions that really blend the music video together to create one cohesive piece of art. But for Blackpink, they kind of just smash a bunch of cut shots together and put the same coloring filter on, call it a day, and then say it's their highest budget music video when they literally reuse sets in front of a blank wall. So I personally 1000% agree with this one.
hoerangae,
And the last opinion for today is that stage presence is not all about facial expression. If you as an idol are standing on a stage and I can see your aura booming off of you, I know the performance is about to slice and dice me. I believe that facial expressions are important, however, how the idol is able to control their body really enhances it. A perfect example of good stage presence is definitely Jennie during her debut years. Her aura and energy on stage was unmatched. She had the attitude on the stage that perfectly fit with the song and stage. Another great example is San from ATEEZ. His facial expressions are out of this world, but so is his ability to control his body and when to show what off. The combination of both really makes him stand out and gives the performance a whole new level of entertainment and enjoyment. But although I do agree that facial expressions are important, they are not what makes an idol have good stage presence.
hoerangae,
Okie dokie, so those are some of my responses to unpopular opinions that I found on Reddit. Yes, again, I am making this video because I did run out of video ideas. But leave your opinions in the comments even though I know no one is watching this. But that is all from me today. Do all the things you're supposed to do on YouTube like, share, comment, and subscribe. Clearly I should become an idol because I can sing. But that's everything from me today. Please be respectful in the comments or else I will just block you. And as Hoshi always says,